Hello, everyone, and welcome to Aneria, the Shattered Realm, session 38? 38?
Wow.
Sorry, our writers have been on strike for a while. They're just getting back into the swing of things, so... but welcome back, everybody.
In your head, there was a picket line, and you were like, "I'm not crossing."
Yep, I definitely the past few weeks have felt like I haven't been. I've been on strike with myself. But welcome back to the Shattered Realms.
We missed you.
Welcome back to my players. Glad to have you all here.
Woohoo!
And I'm very excited to jump into it. But we've got things that we need to talk about first, like Patreon. It's a wonderful place, right? That's the slogan.
Is it a place,
Yeah.
or is it a thing, or a person?
I think Patreon's a people.
Patreon's like the good place. You get there,
It's like
and
Asgard. It's like a
don't
people,
worry,
it's a people
everything
place.
is fine.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know,
You've been chosen.
But we have a Patreon.
join it for 2 days early, getting our videos, special videos, one
state
that
of
will be
mind.
released in the next week or so.
Become our patron on Patreon.
You're dating this video.
When
It's
was
already
released in the
released.
past?
This will be
Then you're even
October
Did you
had
enjoy
a
it?
wonderful month of releases.
Oktoberfest was great.
better. Join our private Discord,
Yeah,
so you can tell us if you like it or not.
exactly. And then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, Toll the Dead, do all that fun
Skull and crossbones.
jazz. Skull and Crossbones. Yeah, give us a good comment. We'll
Totally
figure
that
it out.
sounds like this.
Exactly.
We had a good spooky month. Skull and crossbones and ghosts.
Again,
Pumpkins.
dating the video. This will be out in November. So
I know, but if you had a good October,
yeah.
then let us know.
Okay, and thank you to Syrinscape as always for your wonderful sounds. Like, it's just not gonna let me play anything but sexy sounds. There we go. That's
That
a
is
sexy.
very sexy. That was the sexiest elephant call I've ever heard.
But thank you, Syrinscape. You provide wonderful sounds for a wonderful game. So I hope.
Such as? I guess I like Syrinscape.
It's the ghost of a pachyderm.
Yeah, we need to talk about the ghost of the elephant.
Pachyderms.
But let's go ahead and get into tonight's game.
The ghost of the elephant in the room, they said?
Yep.
Okay.
With a little bit of a recap, because it's been a little bit for us, actually. Yes, you can see the previous episode there. But last time, the party was standing in the middle of a banquet hall. They blew their way through the floor into the lower level.
Surprise!
And found
It was
themselves
like Vin
in-
Diesel in the one Fast and Furious, where he's like, when you face the street wins, and then he kicks the street and it breaks. Literally.
I don't believe that happened. Can you add a family in there for me?
Family.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
that is actually a scene. Yeah, that's definitely a scene from Fast and the Furious.
Wow. Never seen a single one.
You're lucky. After finding themselves in a storage room, you open up the door, find yourselves in the middle of a hallway scene, basically a hallway fight going on between some Dragonborn and some other Dragonborn. It's a lot of
And a
Dragonborn in
half-dragon.
here. No, these were
Full
pretty much Dragonborn. Yeah, half dragons are kind of rare, kind of uncommon.
And this was a red-skinned Dragonborn?
Yes, the gentleman that you saved is a red-skinned Dragonborn. He is a general.
Oh, and there were some guard drakes, too.
Yes, you killed the guard drakes.
Commander.
Oh, he's a commander. You're right.
Venexil Alidorum.
That sounds
He's
about
a
right.
general, therefore he's
How do you spell it?
Thank you.
vanilla flavored.
Well, I'll tell you how I spelled it. It's
Here,
probably wrong.
I can just send it in Discord here.
The Nexil Validorum?
Because I was like, oh, like
Vanilla
Alidorum.
Like alliteration?
Venexil Alidorum.
Sounds like a
Benzenil.
Oh,
it's-
medicine.
I was going to say, yeah, it does.
No, it's Venexil.
Venexil.
I'm gonna say not Vizenil. We're gonna say that it
You
is
spelled
the
it Venxenil.
Ven X L. Duh. I don't know how this is hard for you.
Then
This is fantasy.
I'm
stuff.
literally reading what you just said to me.
Venexil Aldorum. Alidorum.
Aladorum. Anyway, he decided to join you after you saved his life, and you no longer had any guards with him. And you also were attacked, kind of, by a dryad. Fred stabbed her in the shoulder, and then it got revealed to Fred that she might be related to a certain fae. I don't know if you remember.
The Prince of
The
Thorns.
Prince of Thorns, indeed. And we're going to pick up with a little bit of a pulling out of the palace for a moment. Seeing what's going on in the city of Haatana.
May
And-
I ask you before you do?
Yes.
I wrote down acorn phone.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
So the dryad gave you an acorn and said, "Plant this, and I will.
Oh yeah,
I will
plant
come to your
it.
aid."
I did
So,
like acorn phone plant, but
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what that meant.
So
You're like a stenographer that's not that great at their job, and they're just doing the best they can.
That sounds right.
Can you read us the minutes? I'd rather not.
Read it back. Read it back for me.
Crime.
This is
Bad
what
guy.
it would be. 4 banquet/throne. 3 guests. 2 library. Something scribbled out. G for ground. Barracks. Commander of Anexil Alidorum. Lineage of Fey nobility. Prince of Thorns. Dryad named Deparia gave Fred this info. Acorn phone plant.
I think we're gonna post that as a recap. We'll get the scrawl going again.
You're welcome.
Can you come read that as Fred?
Yes.
Like, as the recap last time on.
Absolutely.
But we're gonna pull out from the palace for the moment. And
You're gonna have to say that.
I know. I will have to rephrase that.
Yeah, thanks.
Pull back.
The camera will pull away from the palace and the party for just a moment to give us a wide shot of Haatana. It's pretty late into the evening at this point, but there is plenty of activity outside. Specifically, the guards of Haatana are in sort of a frenzy as they usher people inside the upper city and push all of the lower city workers that have kind of come up for the day or for the evening back to the lifts so that they can go back down, claiming that there is a situation happening in the palace and everybody needs to clear the streets. Basically, they are initializing martial law. And you can all kind of see the far effect of this as you are recovering in one of the rooms, kind of looking out the window there. And Pavel's kind of standing at one of these windows, and he turns to you and he says, "So, I have a question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Why are you exactly here? If it's not to kill the Sultana, assassinate her like she says it is, why did you come here?"
I'm trying to remember. It's been
We
many
were in
weeks out of
search
game.
Indeed it has, which is why I'm reminding you.
We were in search of a certain dragon. That
Oh
was
yes,
a
Nyrod the Glimmering.
sent us.
No.
No.
We are
That
looking
was the one that
for
sent us.
his
Yes.
friend. And her name is...
Nazai Drusid.
Hang on.
She was a lone dragon.
We're gonna know what it is
Yep.
in just 1 minute.
I have it.
I'm very excited.
I have to figure out if it's in this one.
Whoever finds it first gets a prize.
Indeed they do.
It's after this. It's after this.
Altric
No.
Amphitheater. Nope.
I mean, yeah, that's what it is.
Nope.
It's a bit before the amphitheater.
Okay. Hang on.
Sapphire.
Aphira.
Aphira, yep. The gentle.
Oh yeah, the gentle. Blah.
So, you're here to search for this person?
Well, yes, I'm trying to find her because I was asked to by a good friend of mine.
Okay.
Best friend.
You may have heard of him.
Nyrod the Glimmering. Naturally.
I think I might have heard of him once or twice.
Ka-chow. Does that ring a bell?
Oh yeah, that guy. His posters are all over.
Yeah. He's like winking.
Yeah.
He doesn't get out much.
Yeah,
He is a brass, right?
I believe he is brass. Yes.
Brass dragon from Aldros.
Funky dragon.
I need to remember because it is important. Nyrod. Oh, Nyrod.
Oh, Nyrod.
Oh, Nimrod.
Nyrod. I don't have it written down here that I can see.
Yeah, I just wrote
Brass.
that he's the dragon of the city.
He is a brass dragon. Yep. Oh, okay. So, why? What made you come here specifically?
Well, we heard her last whereabouts were in the Sylian Peaks, or thereabouts.
Oh, and this is the closest one, the closest area to the Silent Peaks.
Obviously.
Do you think that were you just asking the Sultana for any information that she had?
She did tell us that she...
Because weren't we going to Jotani's bulwark?
No, so Jotani's Bulwark is nearby, but that's where you can see looking out over the palace balcony behind the throne.
I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Costume parade, that is for something totally different. Okay.
So basically, you were coming here to see if they had any information on like where she was heading, that sort of thing, so you could try and pick up her trail.
Yes. But we asked her.
And I think she said that she would give it to you later, if I remember correctly.
She said,
I didn't
she
take
told
many
us
notes
that
because I
Afira's
wasn't there.
caravan. Wait, I don't know.
You were there.
I mean, my character was not there. And so
Your character was there.
Okay,
In the
let's
throne
go
I
room?
around
was not
town.
paying attention.
White half dragon, Sultana Varash Kapali.
Mhm,
And I said,
okay.
white dragon supposedly open to civil discussion. Have no idea what that means.
Okay.
Afira's caravan about 2 miles away.
We're currently dealing
Okay,
with the
so she did
civil
tell you
discussion.
where the caravan was. Yeah.
Yes.
The White
Yes,
Dragons
the-
was because you were getting a description of them, and they said that they were potentially would be open, but they wouldn't see why you would want to talk to a White Dragon.
Oh, well, now we know. They is not.
Yes. They are very much doing something much worse tonight, or at least worse if you're you guys.
For the record, I know I wasn't using proper grammar there. I don't want people to think like I'm really stupid. I like did that on purpose, and I said they is not.
Sure.
Okay, I just
We's believe ya. Yeah, so
I don't know. What's your intelligence?
So
it's a 19, sir.
Okay, well, then we believe you.
Okay.
it's a 19, but like 9 of it is locked away because Fred is so Fred.
It's very full.
9 of it is occupied by
is
the
from-
DM in her head.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Why do I get to be the lesser
Okay,
intelligent
fine.
one?
She gets 9, you get 10.
Thank you.
The all-knowing DM needs to have
I
at
mean,
least
to
one
be
more
fair,
point.
that 9 and 10 is probably accurate.
No.
That's average human NPC levels, right?
Yeah. So you're talking about the caravan that went
Yes, do you
missing.
know anything about it?
Yeah, my wing was sent to investigate it.
What did you find?
We found a lot of ice, big chunks of it that were kind of indicative of a white dragon attack.
Like unnatural ice.
Yes, like
Natural
there were,
once it's
like
created.
mammoths and carts frozen in
Mammoths, you
ice.
say?
Oh yeah, it's a typical pack animal. You know, large, hairy, trunk.
Now, as far as like how dangerous
We don't have.
Pretty. I mean, once you tame them, they're okay. But
How much junk can you fit in that trunk?
Sounds
it
quite like
depends
an
on the
elephant.
size of the trunk, I suppose.
Or how drunk you are?
Sounds like an elephant.
Yeah, they're similar.
You have elephants as well.
Yes, typically in like the warmer climates.
Could one train them and use them in battle? Asking for a friend. Just
I mean,
curious.
there have been a few successful.
Just like an elephant, sure.
I mean, there's been some successful barbarian lords that used to use them.
They still
kind of
only
thing.
count as one unit.
Yeah, they're like
Battle.
400 points to buy or
that
something
right?
like that.
He was going with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah.
In case you didn't pick that up.
I did not.
Okay, I made
don't know
a Lord of
that
the
much,
Rings
so.
joke to someone that I did not even know. It's like, you have my sword, is what I said. No, what I say? You have my bow, or something. I said something that was whatever, that scene.
Yeah.
And it was like dead silent. And I was like,
Did I?
you know, like Lord of the Rings? They're like, yeah, I got it.
Ouch.
That sounds like a person you don't want to associate with.
Not really. Yeah.
Your husband.
Actually,
non-believer.
he is so annoying to watch.
Lord of the Rings with?
He's so annoying.
Does
Period.
does
Just
he?
kidding.
Yeah. Does he?
hates
Does he sit
fantasy
there and?
stuff.
Okay. It's not the.
He hates high fantasy. Like it's painful for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he just like looks at like inconsistencies like throughout. He's
Mhm.
like, didn't we just see that? Did that person just die? Or like annoying things like that. So I
Yeah.
can't watch stuff like that. with him.
I thought it was going to be the other way, where he sits there and gives you all of the behind the scenes about Lord of the Rings, which is what I do.
No, Gandalf didn't die.
No, that would
when
be
he hit the
interesting to
ground,
me.
the XP hit, and he leveled up. That's why he's at full health again.
Yeah, I would love that. No, instead it's so we don't.
But
I
mammoths,
feel that.
yes.
Did you find any bodies?
We found a few, some of the caravan guards, some barbarians. We assumed that they were working with the White Dragons, actually, but
The barbarians would never work with the white dragons. Well,
not the. I
Certain.
mean,
certain factions.
I guess I don't really know how true that is, but that's what we've all been told, that they're kind of in league with each other, so...
Well, to be fair, you've been told a lot of things. Like, we're assassins, your Sultana, or at least the Sultana, got into power nicely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this has shaken a lot of my
I like
foundation
pull
tonight.
out the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we didn't question any of the bodies, because you can't question bodies. That's ridiculous.
Well, actually,
Wait, we can talk to dead bodies?
well, I can't. I'm just saying it can be done.
I've seen it done.
I don't know. Last seance we had just didn't go good.
No, not a seance.
Wait, did you guys tell me about that? I can't remember.
Yes, Fred
Fred
did.
did.
Fred came in,
That's
flopped
right.
down on
Yeah,
your bed
you should,
and confessed.
You should probably not do that again, Victor. It sounded pretty terrifying.
Victor,
Victor's now doubting himself
Pooped
if he
his
said
pants.
something, or like if he told him or
no,
not. He's like,
it's
wait.
fine. I told him.
Them.
Them.
First one of the night.
No!
Here is a shame dice.
I
remember that.
that I'm getting these every time I think I'm gonna die soon. But Fred cannot die.
No, that's
soon.
true. The commander actually pipes up at this point and he goes, well, it kind of sounds like if the Sultana's in with the White Dragons, she might have had something to do with the disappearance of this Aethera character.
It's possible.
You're
I wonder
right.
why.
She's kind of a peeping Tom, too. I don't trust her very much.
Yeah, she's known for her divination, which, by the way...
It's weird. She leans over and... while she's looking in it.
We probably shouldn't stay in one place for too long.
The sippy cup of viewing.
Specifically because she might be watching us.
It's okay. Talking is free action.
That's,
Anyway, what were we speaking about?
leave that to Fred, please.
So meta.
Yes. We need to head back to our rooms to gather our equipment.
That has already been done, and everybody
Did we
could have
do that?
taken
Yeah,
a
you
short
guys-
rest. Yeah, everybody should have their gear now.
Yes, cool.
Everybody should be in the proper
Yes.
attire.
Equip it and attune to it.
Yep.
Yes.
We don't unattune just by taking it off, right?
You have to have it like away from you for 24 hours. I think is how you unattune from it. So,
Or I think the distance as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we went that far. It'd be like other planes.
yeah.
Well,
So what's the plan?
we need to get out of the palace.
Plans? Where we're going, we don't need plans.
No,
Ignore him. We definitely
We
need a
absolutely
plan.
need a plan.
First of all, we've got to get out of the tower, or at least that's our ultimate goal. Do you know the layout?
I know a little bit of the layout, but I don't know. Wait, sorry. Was that to the commander or to Pavel?
Pavel has already said he doesn't have a clue
Okay.
about the place.
The commander.
To the commander,
Mhm.
yeah.
I know a little bit about the layout. Obviously, whatever blueprints we've been able to scout out. Because obviously, I'm not going to come into a place that I don't know the exits for.
Now, did we decide if we needed to go find the Sultana as well? I mean, if she's going to call us assassins, we might as well make do on that. I'm just kidding.
I would assume she's like above us because she,
Like the throne area.
yeah, rushed over to the.
I would
Throne
ask
area.
something of you, actually.
Oh, what? Just asking
If-
for questions willy nilly after we just saved your life. Continue.
If you can find proof that the Sultana has been working with the White Dragons before this assassination attempt and kind of made all of this up, it would go a long way in making sure that we don't, or the Alloway Alliance doesn't have their pants pulled down over their eyes on this.
That sounds. How does that work?
It's a common Dragonborn saying, look, I just...
Pull
I
your
mean-
pants down over your
It's
eyes.
like S over tea kettle, kind of. Didn't really understand
exactly.
that one either.
It seems like it's impossible, but it happens, so...
'Cause, I mean, why would you be sitting over the tea
Now,
kettle? I mean,
Fred, do you Do you have the ability to
Speak with dead, no.
Now, do you have the ability to convince someone to tell the truth? So true.
Yes.
I can't remember if you took that
I
or
could
not.
beat him within an inch of
Eve
his
had it.
life.
Have that.
That's right.
Look how that's Fred saying that.
Eve
Just
had it.
randomly, and then when you ask her, like, you know Eve, she's just like, who?
Yeah.
You know?
Who are you wanting to
Alright.
intimidate?
I
Well-
can charm someone.
That might work.
I can detect thoughts.
That might work as well.
I can whip someone with my mind.
I can persuade them.
I can calm their
preferably
emotions.
physical evidence, not by word of mouth or word of thought.
So, where would the Sultana keep that? Victor, this is a question for you.
You said, where? What? I was going to say, their castle.
I'll always reward a Young Frankenstein reference.
Sorry, I need to collect myself.
Hey, have you guys seen the musical Young
So dumb.
Frankenstein?
Not the
So
musical,
dumb.
no. Good one.
So good.
Okay.
If you want, you should.
Okay.
He was my boyfriend. That's one of the songs.
Now, this is a quiz, Victor. Where would the Sultana keep
And a song
evidence
called Rolling.
of her dealings with white dragons?
I mean, if I was her, perhaps in a
I don't
hidden
think Lyra
compartment.
would be dating you, but continue.
That's fair. I mean, that's the thought experiment in of its own.
Is he like an apprentice of yours or something?
Perhaps in a vault.
No, I'm just trying to keep him,
somewhere,
his
an
mind
original
active.
member.
He
Founding member.
likes to drift.
somewhere
between-
safe. Maybe false floorboard or close to her if she did not want anyone to know.
And where does she usually spend her time?
I'm not like
Bathroom?
upstairs. I don't know. I haven't watched. I'm not like her. I'm not a voyeur. You know.
I know. We live together, I know.
Her personal office.
Oh yeah. See.
Sorry.
Good job,
I
Victor.
felt like we needed to move along there.
Yes, so I think we should probably head upstairs. We're on the second level now.
No. We are on
Well-
floor 3.
So we need to
In
go
the
back up
guest. Yes.
through the hole.
I have to admit.
Yeah.
I'm a little conflicted. If we run into her and it becomes a fight, I do not want the little girl getting hurt.
I will agree with that.
But if we hurt her mother, by extension,
So no physical harm, but emotional trauma is okay.
we should probably
Always.
sneak, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, we may not have to do anything to the Sultana.
Also, I'm pretty
We could
sure
find
you're the
evidence.
sneakiest out of all of us here.
I could do that.
Ooh, I could cast darkness.
Victor goes to sneak. I rolled a natural one.
Well, she can
if
probably
she casts
see the dark.
darkness, he like full on trips over something. And
Despite the fact that you have
Blindside.
true sight.
Yeah.
Like-
natural one with a what's my stealth here? Plus 16.
If you cast the darkness, because I'm gonna go. Oh, not this again.
No, she's not going to. I don't want to waste a spell slot.
Oh, yeah.
So if we head upstairs, perhaps in her throne room or maybe her personal
wouldn't-
chambers, we might be able to find
personal
evidence
chances.
of
Chamber
Communication.
secrets, yes.
Maybe in her mattress, because that's where the other lady was kind of by there when she had her poisons.
Remember when you hid Brasinger under your mattress, and it went like the mattress went like this, right?
No. It
Yes.
was completely hidden.
Lyra found it very easily.
No.
Yes.
All right, maybe.
Letters are a little easier to hide, but mattress is not usually the best place to hide.
You found my diary?
Well, yeah, you left it.
We
in
read
my
it
room.
every night. Both read this to me as bedtime story.
That's how I put Fred to sleep.
Yes.
I feel
It's just,
so,
it's
I read
mostly
the
just a
story-
bunch of like knife presses.
I feel so vulnerable.
I read the story about you doing the butterfly stuff, but I replaced the word butterfly with hummingbird because I don't want to read about what.
He seems to have a problem with butterflies. I don't know why. Butterfly.
I will tell you the story later.
So, through the hole, shall we?
Right.
Or the stairs. We have stairs at one end of the either end of the hallway, right? Is there some going up?
I have some ideas
Yeah,
for a
there are
butterfly
stairs going
knife.
up. Yeah, if you just want to take those stairs.
Brilliant.
It is at this point that you feel like a soft tickle
Uh-oh.
on your ring finger,
Uh-oh.
almost like something is like some bristles are brushing over it.
Oh,
Tickle, tickle,
so I'll
tickle.
take it off and the note. Get the note out of it.
Yep. Because you sent one off to John. And John says, it's very fast script, very poor writing. And it says
Does
something
he
like,
know how to write?
again, it's very poor writing.
He uses a
chicken
paintbrush
scratch.
for some reason.
It's like
he says
all
he says
sound
it's
spells.
Yes.
his normal writing is like calligraphy, but it's really fancy because it's more like a broom, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's such a prodigy.
That's the only way that we can get him to write is we told him, hey, you got to sweep the ink onto the page.
But it says,
He's like, I usually make things less dirty though.
it says, stuff is going down, working on getting to the palace.
Timber.
Stuff is going down. Why is he coming here?
We might
Well, I guess we could use him.
have a ride
Oh.
if he brings the ship.
Getting to the... Like, not on foot.
Yeah.
I get it.
I've always wanted to jump onto a ship from a running stance from the top of a castle.
I'll write back real quick
That is
and just
amazing.
say, are you bringing the ship or coming on foot?
Okay.
If ship, we'll meet you at the top level. If not, let me know. And I'll slightly slide through. Whatever, like, just super quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, yep.
Check yes or
I'll
no.
let you know when you get a reply.
Yep. And for me, I like put it in the ring, and then it's like two halves, like, and then like,
Nice.
I should really get one of those.
you have one. It's back on the ship, though. We bought it for you before we left.
Oh.
Every member of the Wayward Watch gets one.
You have a way out of here then.
Possibly, we have an airship, flying ship.
Wow.
So, through the hole, or do we use the stairs?
Into the
Stairs would
breach.
be easier and faster.
I think I'm going to gather as many of the non-Haatana guests as I can. See if we can get some more people out of here safely tonight.
If any of them can fight, we'll probably need them.
Well, we can hope, but I doubt it. Maybe one.
Spread the word.
I could use some help, and he kind of points at Pavel, if you don't mind. And
Remember.
Pavelons, if you're okay with that.
Never Ember. In November or something.
Right. We're gonna go.
We're
We'll
overthrowing
meet
the government. Yeah.
Do you want us just to meet you anywhere specific?
If they're bringing the ship, top floor, so head up to the top floor with whoever you find.
The roof.
And if by chance it'll be a ground extraction, we will meet you on the way back down.
Wait.
Right.
If he said things were going down, is the ship crashing?
I think he meant
There's an explosion off in the
Metaphorically.
distance.
or not. I don't know. I'm going to assume that wasn't the ship.
Do you have your spyglasses? Is there a nearby window that's open
Yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
Like, I know they're barred, but, like, can you see through?
Yeah.
Wanna use
Yeah,
mine?
sure.
No.
Too smart.
You're like. So you're matching.
Bolt.
That's
Let
true.
Bolt
You want to
use
sneak
it.
around better. Get some raccoon eyes going on.
The raccoon eyes of sneaking +1 to stealth checks.
So you take the spyglass and kind of extend it like through the bars a little bit. You look out and you can see that one of the buildings around where one of the lifts is on fire, and it seems like that's starting to spread a little bit.
Well, I see
Victor, what
lifts.
do your blind eyes see?
Well, I see there's fire, and it looks like some of the lifts are on fire.
The lifts.
Pavel, is
Now,
your
are-
family or friends in that vicinity?
And
It would be,
everybody that I know lives on the lower level.
Why
it
would
would
the,
be okay.
why
if
would the
that-
lifts be on fire?
I mean, I don't know.
Look again. See if I, like, stretch it out further and, like...
Give me a perception check. Let's see if you can see anything more.
That's not cocked.
I gave my players a fun one that has a ship's wheel on the end of it that they can turn, and it'll magically flip the view to behind them instead, so they can be
Nice.
like looking forward and then
Periscope.
flip it and then see right behind them.
14.
That's awesome.
It's a 9 plus 5.
Okay. So you look out and you see. You do see-
Victor, a little bit to the right, and I'm going to use
Flash of
Flash of
Genius.
Genius to give him +3.
Perfect. You do see something else. You see the guards, basically of Haatana, are kind of fighting back against what looks like ordinary people.
An uprising!
It seems that your family and friends are fighting their way up, and they're trying to prevent them from.
My family and how do you know my family?
I don't know. Here, Fred, give him your spyglass so he can see.
Oh, yes. Here,
And he takes it and he just like moves you out of the way. He doesn't care, and he is going to check it. And he's going to say, "Yeah, it looks like some people are fighting back.
Right?
I need to get out there." He
Spot on,
he
right?
takes the spyglass down.
Welcome to the circle, friend.
Go to them.
Thanks.
The circle
to
of
them.
revolution.
They need
Right.
you.
As in, like, the circle
They
of
do.
Yes.
They
Right,
need
yeah.
someone to lead them.
You better check just one more time. But I think actually my spyglass works better if you use the other eye.
I think I've seen all I need to see. And he takes the end of it and he hits his palm into it so that he collapses it, pulls it away. You can see the circle on his hand too. And he's like, "I'm sorry. I need to go."
It's okay.
See it.
May the...
God's speed.
Yes.
And I will cast Long Strider on him,
Okay. All right.
which I haven't done ever.
Yeah.
Because I have my boots. Had my boots. So yes, I will use a
Do you not have any
performance point.
Performance points. They're just tied into his
Your rope now.
My outfit.
his outfit. Yeah.
His pants.
Thank you very much. And he books it out of there.
Ooh.
Well, I better get moving too.
Now, did we start the revolution? Because I'm okay taking credit for that.
I mean, we didn't start that
That's
fire.
that's
but
less intrusive than what we did back home.
Yes, I feel like we are the revolution. It's who we are.
Okay.
We are
revolutionary.
shaking up.
The commander has walked out at this point,
I know.
saying that he will meet you at the top level.
I mean, if you had heroism,
I'm gonna like I'm gonna shuffle us towards the stairs.
That's more of an easy
Okay, so you're
thing.
taking the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. Oh yes, I do know who you is. Never mind.
So
Who's Eve? Victor.
You've come here so
Years.
soon.
When Eve was here, she'd be like, some heroic speech, huzzah, and we'd all be like, I feel like I'm strong.
I believe I have one of her speeches written down.
Ooh,
Would you like to hear
perfect.
it?
Dearest Wayward Watch.
give me a performance check.
Okay.
See if yeah.
Well, I do
the
not do
heroic-
this well.
What do they call it?
That's just a flat 10.
Um,
It says, it's a little smudged. Something about kicking bounder behind.
I don't feel
Kick
inspired.
behind. Don't get behind a bounder. when
Yes,
it's kicking.
that's.
I
think
don't
that-
know.
Don't
She's
get
much
behind the
better at
bounder
it.
because you'll get kicked.
Remind me afterwards. I'll send her a message.
Okay.
And I'll get some good speeches sent back.
Some pre-prepared speeches.
Eve,
It's a
I
scroll.
need 3 pre-prepared speeches.
Yes.
please.
And it's just like Mad Libs.
Yeah.
It's like
I Blake.
verbs.
Yeah.
It's a scroll of heroism. Or whatever the
Yes.
spell is.
Perfect. So you head up the stairs. There are
I
no.
will go first.
Okay. There are no guards on the stairs as far as you can see. And you come up to the top, and again, you are on the top floor now. And you see the long hallway that has like the kind of broken up windows
Do
on
we
the right hand
recognize
side.
this hallway because this is
Yes,
up
this
to
is
towards
basically this is the hallway that you
banquet.
came down before you got to the banquet hall, which is at the other end. There is a single door off to your left that seems like a servant's entrance, but then there is the set of double doors that lead into the main foyer.
Does
Towards the
anything
big wall.
look
Yes.
suspicious?
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. This one was serving me well. Ooh. What am I doing?
perception.
That is 17.
17. You don't see anything like hiding in the shadows or any sort of like ambush being prepared or anything like that. So everything seems okay.
Let us proceed.
I think
Victor is rapidly doing perception checks of his own.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide which dice is going to not betray me today.
These
you're getting all the
white
good
ones
rolls out.
treated me well last time.
Alright, this one's.
I think we should go back through the banquet hall, because if you recall, the Sultana went out the side entrance.
Yes, you're right.
And that might lead us to wherever she is holed up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go
Tally-ho!
open the doors to the foyer and the banquet hall.
Again, there's a lot of artwork in here. There are a bunch
Still
of
a dead
statues. Well, so you have to go through the foyer first. Bunch of statues, bunch of artwork
Foyer.
in there. Yeah, not foyer, foyer. If you're nasty.
With fancy. Yeah. If you're nasty.
Then yes, you do throw the doors open to the banquet hall. There is still a dead dragon in there. There's no
And it's a full-on, like, he gets to do the Aragorn
nobody's there to see how cool it is.
slow-mo.
But
Oh.
yeah,
It looked cool to me.
I hit it too hard, and my hands go through the wood on the first thing, and I go, recalibrate.
but yeah. So you're back in the banquet hall. You see the hole that you left when you came through here. There is the door on the west side that presumably leads to the kitchens. There's the door on the east side that is the one that the Sultana.
Can I do a quick check for traps in the room just to see if there's any ambushes set up?
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception check.
So 5 plus perception. I think my perception's 5, so 10.
10. You don't. Yeah, you don't see anything much in the way of ambushes.
Is there any food left?
Oh, plenty of food.
Fred needs a little snack.
You have to like roll the dragon off to get to like
Yes.
this plate of biscuits.
Killing
that was actually
dragons makes me very snacky. Care for one?
Sure, I didn't think I had one.
Give me a d20 roll there, please.
8.
All right, you're still roiling.
This is when our viewers, you know that
What happens?
pancakes, pancakes, and the little girl's watching, that goes and it pops.
Oh, yeah!
On Rocket Wrecker Alpha?
Pancakes?
Yeah, things are getting really weird. Like your stomach's feeling
I still
weird.
don't feel too well. Ugh. That was a good biscuit, though.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot the gravy.
It's the best part.
I'll take your word on that.
A boat of gravy.
Alright.
So we're heading
I'm
to.
concerned of what's going to happen. I'm going to burst into butterflies or
I'm
something.
excited to find out. That's why I want to keep feeding you food.
No one's told me what's going to happen in the game or anything.
So you head over to the east door.
Yes. Victor, can you check and see if there's any traps in this door?
Yes, not a problem. I will once over it with a 15.
Okay. This would be investigation rather than perception.
Round perception, investigation.
Oh, then I'm going to do it. I don't want to trust
That's
you.
11.
That's a 12.
I mean, it looks clear. What about you? I don't see any
I-
trips.
Let me see. That is...
Fred rolls like a 30.
That's a 20.
Yeah,
Dirty.
it's clear. Yep, there's no traps on
I
this door as
mean,
far as it's
I
concerned.
doubt they'd be able to set up a trap in that sort of time, right?
I mean, if it was pre-set up and they just had to trigger it or put a tripwire or something.
I'll tell you what. We'll stand back, Bolt. You open the door.
Okay. I will open the door.
The door opens up. It leads. There is a long hallway that seems to be just going straight
I mean, if
down.
anyone's going to get hit with an
Conversation in
attack, I would rather be the one that gets hit with it, so that
Your sacrifice is one I'm willing to make.
I may be in a new body, but I'm still sturdier. Many of you may die. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Yeah, I'll go in. Is it a room or hallway?
It is a hallway,
Okay.
and you start kind of walking down. It's just kind of a long hallway that leads. It seems like it's leading the direction of the throne room.
I do want to keep an eye out. Traps, tripwires, things like that.
Okay, give me an active perception or investigation.
Okay.
If you're looking for traps specifically, we'll say investigation.
Yes.
Can I see if...
That's a 26.
26.
I want to tell if the what's the word? The temperature if it drops. Is
Okay.
what I want to be kind of attentive to.
Okay, sounds good.
Smart.
What would that be, like a perception?
Yeah, we do a perception.
Okay, that is a 11.
Survival would also work. I think.
Yeah. Same 11.
So we're specifically looking for.
I'm trying to feel for like if like when that white dragon was there. I imagine that its breath attack.
Okay, yeah.
Like the temperature probably the room was affected in some way.
Sure.
That's what I'm trying to feel for.
Okay. So you don't feel any sort of temperature drops that are noticeable.
Kind of put my hand on any of the doors are there any doors that we pass?
There don't appear to be any doors, but as Bolt kind of passes by looking for traps, you do find kind of a false door or a false wall. Like one of the bricks seemed out of place, a little newer than the rest.
Is this the way to Diagon Alley?
Yeah, pretty much. You have to tap the right bricks in the right order. On the other side of it, you actually do see a trap hidden behind this kind of draped wall. You notice as you're kind of passing by, it flutters a little bit, and you can see these small holes that seem to be about arrow-sized.
And I look down and see like a tripwire or a stone. You said there was a stone. Is it on the floor?
You don't see any trigger for it. You said that the brick that you see on the other side, basically directly across from the arrows, appears to be kind of leading into like it's basically a secret door.
So on one side there's a secret door.
Mm-hmm. On the north side there's a secret door.
On the other side there's
on the south side
curtain.
of the wall there is a curtain, and behind that is the this arrow.
Can I step away so I'm not in the line of fire and grab the curtain and like rip it open or pull it?
Yep. So
towards
you rip the curtain open. You can see all of the different holes. It looks like there's at least 20 arrows worth of holes.
We almost had an Indiana Jones moment.
I'm going to assume that there's either a stone on the ground that's
My
triggered,
favorite
or
archaeologist.
that there is a door that's triggered to the door somehow. This secret door over here.
Now that
Can
he's
you
pointed
see
it
it?
out, do I see any tripwires that
You
like
can see it, right?
Yeah. Give me the investigation check, and we'll see if you can see any other tripwire.
19 plus investigation? So that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so you kind of like follow the wire up and over. Basically, you can see that there is a trigger that is leading to the door. So,
Can I disengage or attempt to?
yeah, go ahead and
Disarm the trap?
give me a sleight of hand check.
Victor, hold on. I will do the shield plant ability of the Shield of Yggdrasil,
Okay.
where I can plant the shield to barricade. I'm going to basically create a barricade between the arrows and the door
Okay.
and slide it in place.
And I think if I just
25.
25. Yeah, you disable the trap.
It worked.
Good.
And I'll open the door.
Yeah, like it, like I like pull it up and it, like pulls roots that have started to grow into the between the tiles.
Yep. The Tree of Braelan, or the Shield of Braelan, because it's not Yggdrasil.
No,
we have our
right,
own world
right,
tree.
Sorry, here I'll just.
Yes, please ruin that wonderful card. Yeah, so there is actually another small corridor that seems to lead off to another door. This one appears to be just...
I also want to keep looking for traps.
It's about 25 feet down this hallway. You don't find any other traps on your way.
Okay.
Even with your passive investigation, you'll be able to detect any if they were in the room. Or
It's an 18.
yeah, so yep, I have your passives now. So, but yeah, you get to that other door. You can go ahead. You can be as thorough as you want. There aren't any traps on this door. I'll go ahead.
Yep, I'll go ahead and check it, see if it's unlocked.
It is actually unlocked.
Well, I'm going to open it.
Okay. So you enter into this room, a small room.
Oh, it's a broom closet.
It's a broom closet. Yeah, sorry.
John would love
A
this.
small room is draped with long red curtains. An exquisite white fur rug sits in the center, with 5 plush red chairs facing one another and a ring around it. At the north end of the room, there is a fireplace, devoid of any flame, but with a mantle filled with various knickknacks. A bejeweled Fabergé egg, a bleached kobold skull, a small golden statue of a four-armed creature with a ridged head and a snake-like lower half. And then above this mantle is the stone head of a fearsome-looking dragon, jaws open and clutching a faceted red crystal in its jaws.
It's clutching.
Clutching. Finally, a writing desk sits in one corner. And then there is another door that seems to be leading out on the northwestern side of the room.
A parlor of sorts.
I want to walk over to the writing desk, and does it have like a drawer?
Yeah, it's got some like drawers and some other
Just
papers
want
on
to
it.
kind of like nonchalantly kind of pull it open, see if I can scan through, like shuffle through some of the stuff.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check here. We'll see if there's anything.
15.
15. So there's been a lot of different notes written on this not on the desk, but on paper, on parchment. A bunch of letters that have been drafted to be sent out, detailing the horrid details of assassins who attempted to kill the Sultana, and basically apologizing for the death of the various nobles, and how Sultana will make sure that their new alliance will make their security stronger and avenge the fallen, that kind of thing.
Is that some of the evidence we might need?
It could be. It's also like it kind of corroborates her story as well as yours, because you don't know when these were written, kind of thing. It doesn't have a date on them, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Victor, let's keep a hold of those just in case.
All right. And I'll kind of roll them up, and then I'll put them in my parchment
Mhm.
holder.
Specifically, I will say that it does point fingers at Aldros and accuses them of colluding with Sval's land against Haatana. That seems to have been a later addition to the letter. And then inside the cupboard, there are a pair of golden rings. They're kind of just mundane, but they do have a small mana crystal set into their facets.
Interesting. Hey, Bolt, check these.
I'm not going to catch it. The last time you did that to me.
I mean, you're so jumpy. It didn't do anything to me. It's not a problem.
Neither did the mace. That better be a magic card. The cursed mace.
Yeah. So do you pick up the rings or do you just leave them on the ground?
I'll toss him one of the rings,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll hold on to the other one, kind of looking at it.
Does it whisper to you? Throw it in fire. See if it has an engraving on the inside.
I will pick up the ring.
Okay, nothing happens.
Are there any candles nearby?
There aren't actually.
So I
This
can
room's pretty
cast
dark.
Identify as a ritual. Does that take 10 minutes, or does it take the cast of the
Ritual, I think it does.
It's
spell?
10 minutes. Yeah.
or is it the casting time of the spell?
So it's the casting time of the spell times 10.
Okay,
for
so
ritual.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Fred is going to be looking at the knickknacks, and
Yeah.
I think I'll keep this one.
Okay, which one do you take?
Of course, the gem that was like in the
The
treasure mouth.
that you're taking the gem, you're pulling it out. Go ahead and give me a strength check. It seems like it's
The whole palace collapses insane.
Congrats.
11 strength. A 6.
Yeah, so you kind of like everything else on the mantle, you're just like, forget that. We're going for the dragon skull above the mantle.
Yeah.
And you kind of jump up and grab the facet and like brace your feet against it and try and pull as hard as you can, and it is not budging.
I want to remind you that if you use a crowbar, you get leverage, which can be considered advantageous to your strengthening checks.
Is that right? Why don't you give it a shot?
I am not very strong. I have a -1. I've been
Bolt,
told.
I want this now.
I want a pony!
Yeah, we can pull it together.
All right, calm down, Wonka.
It's Veruca.
Wonka.
For Wonka.
Veruca.
Here, we can use a snatch block. It will triple the power.
Veruca pepper.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, you're gonna try then?
Well, I'll put this in the bag. We'll check the ring later. Sure.
Okay.
I will slide over one of the chairs.
Leaving marks, making sure to like push down and leave marks
No
on
one-
the floor.
Yeah.
She's probably like hiding in it's like one of those horror films when everybody like walks in the room and the person's in the closet like watching, and we're all like in there for like
Yeah,
20
her feet are
minutes, like,
sticking out from behind one of the curtains.
the whole time. We're just like dinking around in this room like
This is her panic room when you guys found it.
She is definitely
panic
panicking
room.
then at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I will climb up on it and
Yeah.
try to brace up. And
Go ahead and give me a strength check.
athletics?
I would say you're just trying to like brute force it more than trying to like lift
I mean, that is pretty much brute force.
strength.
14.
14? It is not budging for you either.
Listen, I have one more idea. You ready?
Hmm.
Do you have a rope?
Yes, we should all have a rope.
Okay, we'll tie this one end. We'll pull this around. We'll make a snatch block and use extra leverage and pull as hard as we
Victor,
can.
I'm so proud of you.
I had to use it one time when I was breaking in somewhere.
I knew all those lessons about engineering would pay
Yeah.
off someday.
But let's see if it pays off so I can get
All right,
what I want.
one last time, and for the ring or something, like I'm gonna are there any like goblets or anything in the room? Anything spherical?
Yeah, there's like a
cylindrical?
few little like
So we'll just-
silver goblets.
We'll try and
such.
use those as the things that it's pulling against, and just try and
Okay, go ahead and roll me a strength check again with advantage. Actually, because you are using like a physical like pulling thing now, I think athletics would be fine
Okay.
with advantage.
the whole wall just
Well, let's see. That was a
Where's the castle?
21 or a 26.
Okay. After a bunch of yanking, the gem comes loose, and it starts falling towards the ground.
I'll try and catch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure Fred is like,
She's salivating.
Well, I don't know if I caught it.
you can both try to catch it.
I'll try to catch
Sleight of
it as
hand is
well.
I got 16 plus 7, so
That's
it's
a
going to
natural
be
20.
20.
So Victor, like, full on, like, slides ready to catch it, and Fred just, like, grabs it out of the air. You slide into the fireplace. You get soot everywhere. Fred, the gem is warm to the touch.
It's warm. Feel it. Touch it. Do it. Are you okay?
Victor, as you're kind of, like, pulling yourself out of the fireplace, your hand kind of brushes another piece of paper, another piece of parchment, like the ones on the writing desk.
There's paper in the ashes.
Careful. It may crumble. This may be evidence we need.
I'm looking. I will go really slowly.
I think I have like mason's tools or something that would have like a brush or something I can be careful with.
Yeah.
Did anyone? Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go back to the main hall. Is there any lemon juice or lemons?
Yeah, sure, there's some lemons.
Bring a citron back.
Just in case there's a...
We're going fully.
Out of nowhere, he's like, I'll be right back. He comes back with a
I don't.
lemons.
I've always
Got
wanted
lemons.
to try it. And then he's like, I can read it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll carefully
Yeah.
uncover it and is it like stuck underneath anything or is it just
No,
sitting?
it just looks like it was attempted to be burned, but it didn't quite catch.
Okay.
And I just sent you the message, at least the part of it that you are able to read.
Discord?
Yep, Discord.
Have successfully intercepted her at the border. She is being taken to the Nook as we speak. Burn this message, T.
The Nook. Knave's Nook.
It would make sense, yes. Perhaps
Is this Aphira? Do you think it's referring to her? It's T.
Knave's Nook is at the border.
It's not fresh cut all. Could it be Thava? There's Thava, Thunderbird Clan, Telkesh. What else is in my
Look
teas?
at you. That's amazing.
Yes.
I'm so proud.
I am very proud too. Yeah, that deserves it.
Yay. Look at you.
T.
Thava sounds right.
Does
I don't
do
like
any of
her
the
one bit.
Did we ever find out the name of the wizard, like the elder dragon thing? That,
Lord Yahal.
Okay. Do we know his first name?
Lord.
Lord, obviously.
Lard.
Duh.
He's attended by Zydrusid.
Okay.
He's
Did
electric.
any of the other noblemen or nobles have a T name of some sort?
Unknown shadowy creature. Vanexel Adoram. Zydrusid.
No shadowy creature wasn't invited.
Zydrusid.
Let's see.
I'm just going through all the people in my people column.
We've got
Deparia.
It also says I'm going to be a bit late. Oh wait, never mind. That's from Torrey. Sorry.
sorry, that was me.
That was
I was
the
a
only
bit
one I got.
late. Apologies. I don't think I wrote anything down. Razorwind?
The air starts to get cold, Victor.
Oh no.
Something wicked this way comes.
Looking around, do I see any visual cues? Like things moving in the like tapestries blowing or
This room is pretty like closed off. There isn't any sort of wind or anything that would indicate where they're coming from.
so I'm gonna try and get closer to the wall. I'm like looking around and don't hear any little girls singing when I spilled a snowman.
Nope.
Nothing? Okay.
Towards the northeast, it starts to get a bit colder.
Is that through like the other door?
Something's
Yes.
colder this way. We should probably watch our steps.
Okay.
It's actually starting to get even colder.
I'm actually really cold. How about you? We should start the fire.
Are you cold because you have the gem? It's warm.
Cold.
No, you're plenty warm. Victor's still getting colder.
I feel
It's
fine.
really cold.
You do?
Is the door and I'm not seeing any visual
Yes.
cues like
You do
Frost.
actually start seeing a little bit of frost on the door.
Guys, I think there's something out beyond this door we need to investigate. Bolt, you go first.
Do I feel cold as well?
When you go over there, yeah, it is getting colder. There doesn't appear to be any sort of handle on this door. It seems like it's just solid shut. However, as you're kind of investigating it, it does crack open and start sliding to the side.
All right, I'm going to check it off. It's not a gin.
When it finishes opening, Bolt, are you standing at the doorway at this point? You come face to face with Lord Y'all. And he goes, "Oh, so you survived."
Fancy seeing y'all here.
Hey, y'all.
So was it your, I'm sorry, nephew, lover? I can't remember who he was.
Apprentice. May I enter?
Yes, I will slowly back up. I keep facing him. I do have my shield.
He steps in and and the door closes behind him. You can put that away. Unless you want to attack me, I won't be attacking you.
By the way, what is your first
strictly
name?
for defense.
Lord.
I knew it!
Wait, is it really?
No, of course not.
L-O-R-D-E.
Yeah.
It's Lord
unless
Lord.
you are a demon of some sort, giving us your name is not going to have us hold any power over you.
You'd be surprised what names can do. And he walks over to kind of this other little piece of the wall, and as he pushes one of the stones, it flips around, and there's a bunch of booze on the other side. And he pulls one of the goblets off and grabs a drink and goes,
I was thinking Mario booze.
"Booze."
Bunch of ghosts. They're all they all freeze because you look at them.
Sorry. And he turns towards you and says, "So I suppose that my apprentice is dead then?"
I mean, he's not alive.
Very sad to hear.
My apologies. Did not mean to kill your lover.
I did, actually.
I am also okay with it, seeing as how he was trying to kill us.
Yes, he didn't do a very good job of it either. And he takes a drink and goes, "Would you like something?"
Oh, what do you have? Are you mixing drinks?
And he looks over and he goes, "Whatever's over there. This isn't my palace
Fine.
yet."
So,
Listen,
care to tell us?
I've always wanted to have a vodka slushy. Can you make that happen?
Ooh.
I'm not your lapdog. Get your own drink.
All right.
I'll go break off some of the frost off the doors.
So are you ready to share your confession? Would you
No.
like to write it down and sign it?
Oh, I'm just here grabbing a drink.
Why?
Because I can.
Look, even though your apprentice tried to kill us, unless either of you disagree, I don't think we have any quarrel with you.
That's noble of you. Heroes are always very noble. But I am part of the reason why you're in the situation you're in tonight. That definitely means
Mainly
that-
the Sultana.
Yes, she is working with me.
And am I to assume you are also a white dragon in human visage?
That
or
would be
elf
correct.
visage?
What?
Victor. Oh my god!
Victor was surprised when Astarion
My brain is-
revealed he was
my
a
brain
vampire.
Sorry.
Shadowheart's a Shar worshipper? What?
Lizelle has carried a sword this whole time? Yes.
Now, I'm not here to do anything to you. You're obviously on your way to doing whatever it is you're doing, and I don't really care. Like I said, I'm just here for a drink.
Sounds like it might actually be in your interest for us to take care of the Sultana. Seeing as how you just said it was not your palace yet.
Give me a persuasion check.
My terrible charisma. That's a 2.
I should be having this conversation with you.
Over here. As interesting as that sounds, I have worked really hard to foster this plan, and switching in the 4th quarter would be a terrible mistake.
So what is the plan exactly? Can you walk us through it?
I'm not a villain.
Can you
who likes
monologue?
to monologue.
Yes, can you monologue your evil plan for us, please?
I will tell you this. If you're looking for anything that proves the Sultana is complicit in what happened tonight, you won't find it. We've been pretty thorough.
So they say.
Give me a deception check. Because you very clearly like have something that he probably isn't expecting here.
17.
17?
Yeah. Plus.
Anyway.
Plus 4.
Plus 4?
21. Pretty good. He is probably an ancient dragon with lots of wisdom.
I am going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy this drink, perhaps have another, and hope that you are gone soon. Either dead or escaped. Doesn't matter to me.
Not a problem. And in the future, listen, I don't... If you find yourself wanting to do more warmongering, Fred is building an army.
Oh, I don't think we'll be able to have any sort of professional relationship.
Yes, it's really a shame. And she's just going to point his finger and one of her eye stalks
Okay, alrighty.
is going to attempt
We're going to find him in a small room as best we
Okay,
can.
alrighty. What is the...
It's a dex save
A dex
of
save.
16.
Okay. He doesn't move. He doesn't react any sort of fast enough. Go ahead and roll the damage on that, please.
So if you want to join her army...
That is 69.
Okay.
Nice.
Negotiations ran short.
It slams into him. It kind of like lights up the room. Everybody kind of like looks away. And when it clears, he's looking down, and his robes are even still kind of immaculate. It's just kind of smoldering a little bit. And he goes, "That actually hurt."
Good.
And he's going to point his finger back at you. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Power word death. It might be.
Oh. Plus.
Oh, it's magic.
It is magic.
Bad. 14.
14? That is not enough. Oh, sorry. I don't know if there's actually a saving throw with this. What is your total HP?
Row. 99.
That is under 100. So Fred doubles over in absolute agony. Any sort of punishment that you ever received from Sir comes to mind and feels like it is being visited upon you tenfold as you just kind of fall down in crippling pain. You're not immune to being charmed, I assume, just to make sure that we are not...
I am immune to magical sleep.
No, that's not quite it.
Okay.
So you have... You cannot move more than 10 feet around. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, saving throws, other than Constitution saving throws. And finally, if you try to cast a spell, you must first succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or the casting fails and the spell is wasted.
10 feet per turn?
10 feet per turn.
Or
yes.
10 feet per day?
10 feet per turn.
Okay.
It's you basically just fall backwards, writhing in pain, screaming in agony.
I'll take that as a no.
That will be your only warning.
It was nice meeting you.
What did you do to her?
Unspeakable pain.
She's just over there.
She's holding it together pretty well, actually, surprisingly.
I'm going to go over to Fred and I'm going to pick her up.
It hurts.
Yes, let's get out of here.
I want to point out
Through
that
the
I'm
door.
not dead yet.
Can we...
I should have made it shadow word.
Was I able to see how the door worked that he came in through? Is it only openable from one side?
You did see a lever on the other side, but you would assume that there is a trigger on this side.
How do I open this door?
The kobold skull.
I'll walk over and and examine it for a second, see if I can see
Yeah,
it.
it's stuck on there. It's
grab
like
the horn
it's like
and
a twist.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, Victor, let's go.
All right.
See you soon.
Lord Jarl, as always, it's been a pleasure.
I sure hope not. And I'm going to pull the lever and close the door.
Guys,
Perfect.
you embarrass
Give me
the
a
man
Constitution saving throw.
in front
You
of
basically get to
the
repeat this at the end of each of your turns, but
So lucky. That's a 13.
13. Nope, you are still writhing in pain.
+3. Flash of Genius.
Can you do that on saving throws?
I can.
Oh,
Ability
nice.
check or saving throw.
16 is enough. Fred helps you, or Bolt helps you snap out of it.
I do the whole, she's like the puppy that's not alive. I'm doing this, like in Dalmatian. Fred, come on, wake up. So
The pain leaves your body.
I'm just like, it's okay.
It's obviously like there's lingering like aftershocks. Your muscles are spasming, that sort of thing. You're drenched in sweat, but you are
Are you
no longer feeling it.
okay?
I have no regrets.
I mean, that's good. You just never get it tattooed.
Well, I'm
They never spell it right.
It's true.
glad he didn't kill you.
I can't die, Bolt.
That was pretty impressive, if I have to say so myself. I mean,
Can I, out of game, can I know what he cast out of curiosity?
Power word pain.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't specifically power word death. Like,
So if it's under 100, then it like automatically hits.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
yeah, if the creature
Otherwise
has
it's,
100 hit points or
safe.
fewer, it is subject to crippling pain.
Otherwise, it's an automatic, or otherwise
It's
it's
just no
a
effect.
safe.
No, it's no
Oh.
effect. Yeah,
I should have dove in front of that.
the power words pretty much are like all like if you're under 100, it happens. Otherwise,
Did you have temp HP? You should have had. Did the temps count?
Power
Yeah,
word.
brother.
dysentery.
Montezuma's revenge.
Reuben!
Ow!
Okay, so the short hallway that you're in has a spiraling staircase leading down, and that is the
Fred,
only thing.
are you okay to walk?
Yes.
I will set you down.
At least I got this out of it. I'm keeping that. Is
What
that
did
okay?
the piper say? I was so nervous when he came.
Yeah,
and I
put
didn't
one
know what to
mysterious red gem in your inventory.
Along with a mysterious ring.
Yeah, 2 mysterious rings specifically.
do. I mean, don't these look like mana crystals?
You're right, they kind of do,
I
actually.
don't know.
Hold on, I gotta get the ring.
Later, I like her idea. We should put it in fire and see if it's cursed or something.
I mean, if I have enough time, I could just see what it is, but...
We should probably go. I don't want to get power word pain. That looked painful.
No pain intended.
It's
No
unspeakable.
pain intended.
I think
There
I
are
can
no
handle
words.
it.
So you are going down these spiral stairs. About halfway down, you do feel your ring brush against your finger again, and it is a note from John that says it just says ship.
Okay. Looks like he's bringing the ship to us. Hopefully.
Sounds good.
Well, let's continue on. I do not want to go back through there.
Me either. Let's find a way out of here.
You are starting to hear distant sounds of what
Give me
sound like
like
fighting and thunder.
give
and
me
lightning.
like, 4, 5 more years of levels. And yeah,
We're happy.
we need to go. We
Hyperbolic
need
time chamber.
what was his name again?
Lord y'all.
Vault of the Morai. Just go Super Saiyan.
You were only gone a few minutes.
I'm putting Lord Y'all in my shit list in my head.
Okay.
I mean, I did provoke.
And you provoked him enough that he reacted, which seems like that's actually a win in my book.
I agree.
So I've
Yeah,
heard,
we might have to come back and have a talk with.
I've heard fighting. If you want
We're gonna have to
fight
have a
the
talk
dragon,
with y'all.
Fighting them in a smaller space is usually better because when they get big, it's hard to move around.
We're all like. Victor, could you reach your dagger? No.
My tongue was out when he was stuck to the side because he's an ice dragon. It's like the kid from Christmas Story.
Okay.
But the shit list is also because not just because he attacked Fred. That's part of the reason, but also because he sicked his apprentice on it, and he is one of the What are the people that caused all of our problems since we got to Hastana?
We've had a lot of problems. We've lost.
Got
I'm
problems.
I'm tired of losing people.
But
Me
the
too.
dragon ain't one.
No,
We've got a lot of problems.
the dragon is
99
one.
of them, to be specific.
Exactly.
It's one of the 99.
That's exactly how many HP I have right now.
I mean, one less dragon.
True.
Zephyro, or Zydrus, it is not one.
So eventually, like the spiral staircase just keeps going down. There are no like other exits or anything. There's not even any sort of like portholes that you can look out of. There's just
So does this look
torches.
like a secret exit,
Pretty much.
basically, to get out of the whole place?
Okay.
Okay.
So you wind up on the ground floor or beneath it, as it were.
So we told the commander to meet us up on the upper floor. And we just went down
See
to
you
the
on the way
bottom. Hey, we're down here.
It's fine.
Should we go up? If not, there's something I want to try.
One time,
Use your broom.
this is out of.
Can you fly up and tell them to... Well, actually,
You think this goes out?
I will look around, see if I can see the ship.
So you guys are once again this spiral staircase is
But we're
pretty close
not
off.
outside yet.
No, so when
Down
you
in
hit the bottom
darkness.
and you open up the door, you open it up into what appears to be a dungeon.
I mean, dungeons usually have either prisoners or treasure.
Maybe the prisoners are the treasure that we found along the way.
In this prison cell is a bunch of treasure columns. It's a bunch of treasure chests that are locked up for some reason.
What's his name? The mimic.
Yep.
I found a new job. Hey, it's funny seeing you guys here.
That's so crazy, right? We just keep running into each other.
Yeah.
It's a work friend.
Mini-eyed Willie is a mycelium. Okay, so what would you guys like to do? There, basically, you've got this 10-foot tunnel, then it branches off to the left and right. Again, it seems kind of damp.
So, yeah,
There's
the
some
whole
rats
point
scurrying
of this,
around.
like, spiral staircase is emergency exit, I'm assuming.
Yep.
So it would probably be fairly easy to get out of this dungeon if you're not in one of the cells.
Yes.
That makes sense now.
Should
On the
we-
door, it had like a bar that said emergency exit only.
Yes. Push an
It's-
alarm will sound.
It said escape, which is funny because it's spelled just like escape.
That is
Yeah.
very funny.
Yeah, so you kind of, if you walk down that 10 feet and look
My current
down
is
each side,
important.
the tunnel to the right seems to lead to a more natural cave tunnel that's not been like laid with stone as much. And
Yeah,
then
like,
on the left,
like dug out.
yeah, on the left seems like it kind of goes 10 feet and then there appears to be a solid wall, just that right there.
Can I inspect the walls, see if there's a trapdoor
Yeah,
or
give me an
hidden
investigation
thing as
check.
an illusion?
Hold on, let me. I've seen this in. I think and I'll try and walk through it.
You hit the wall.
Okay, it's not an illusion.
That is only a 12.
12? It's reasonable to assume that there's probably a secret door here, but you cannot find any sort of trigger or way through.
Hold on, I want to try something else. I promise it's not as dumb. I'm gonna take Shadow Song out, and I'm going to smack one of the other blades against it to make like a tuning fork sound.
Okay.
I'm gonna close my eyes and see if I can use that to try and catch any weird reverberations in the stone.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation check.
It's a weird sounding tuning fork.
14, 15.
15?
I'm gonna actually add a epic dice. So that is a 6. So that's going to be
21.
21.
21? So you kind of reach out with Shadow Song and your other senses.
I like the idea that you hold it up and let it go, and it's just floating there, and then you like, boom, and it like.
You do find that there are some bricks that appear to be laid more recently. They're less worn down. The plaster makes a different sound and kind of makes them stand out a little bit. Basically, you get that the video game vision that's like, this part is a little bit more detailed, that kind of thing.
In a cartoon, instead of being the painted background, it's actually an animated section.
Do they seem like separated or like they were recently mortared in?
Basically, like it was recently done over.
Bolt.
Mm.
Punch here, here, and here.
Okay.
I want
I'll
to see
do
if that gives him a.
Give me a trio of attack rolls.
Oh.
Actually, no. It's 100%. You can hit it.
Okay.
Give me some
Yeah,
damage.
I'll like line up.
Yeah. Give me some damage rolls then.
Okay. Oh, that's not a natural D20. That one is a 15.
Does your fist not have a 2d8 at level 5 or as an upgrade? It really is only still 1d8. Okay.
Yeah, that I'm a little disappointed in the Artificer armor because of that.
Yeah.
Because it's like everyone else gets
Upgrades
or
extra. Well, I guess you
Yeah.
do get extra attack. That's
yeah.
kind of what you get. Yeah, your fist slams in, and you can see like some of the rocks push away and tumble inward.
Yeah, and so I'll hit in the same spots, the other spots. That's a 16.
Yep.
For the next one, and then a 9. For the next one.
Yeah, for as you hit that last one, the wall kind of crumbles inward, and you see the room beyond, and you actually see a few people looking surprised and kind of backing away from the door.
Where
What
is
do
the
they look like?
cask?
They look like they've been in here for a while. They are prisoners.
Any of you have a cask of Amontillado?
The Cats of Amontillado?
No, the cask of Amontillado.
How'd you know what I was in prison for? They just kind of like look a little bit scared.
Do any of you know the way out?
Oh, we are the revolution. Yeah,
The Circle.
the circle.
I'll explain later. Trust me, it works.
A blue-skinned dragonborn steps forward, and she goes, I am not familiar with the circle. Is that a new?
Fairly
Sect?
recent, yes.
But you're here to free us?
Were you,
No, but
Were you
this is a
imprisoned?
good.
Yes.
Oh,
What
For
for?
what?
yes.
Speaking out against the Sultana,
Then
mostly?
yes, you are freed.
Great.
As long as
In
you
fact, we're
join
looking
us.
for the Sultana.
Oh, she's not here.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
Will you stop that dog in the background? I know. The Sultana is so evil that they imprisoned a dog.
Yes. He's adorable, and we will not silence him, thank you very much.
He was a puppy.
He has the keys.
Oh, right.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
He's always carrying him around.
Keys don't do much when it's just stone.
Okay. Looks like we're getting out of here. And
Follow us, I guess. Unless
Stand
you know
up.
the way. You can point it out.
It's not that way.
Not,
And she points at like the prison entrance.
not
and-
that way.
Yeah, not the prison
Okay.
entrance. Yeah.
And not into their prison.
So into the
area.
into the
Oh,
caverns.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Into the caverns or whatever.
And
Alright.
one of the dragonborn at the door says, "I hear people coming,"
And then we better hurry.
and you start racing out down the other tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Conceal yourselves. I want to try and stealth ahead.
Okay.
And if I do encounter like individuals, I want to attack them and try and use ensnaring strike.
Okay.
So this is what am I looking for? Am I looking for perceptions? Or am I using passive? What am I doing for? I guess to watch for people, or am I stealthing at this point?
Give me the stealth check
Okay,
first.
stealth is going to be 16 plus 11, so 27.
27. Yeah, you kind of slip into the shadows and start moving ahead.
What's the floor like? Is it smooth stone or is it really rough?
It's like it's been mined basically. Like they've carved out the stone.
So, not very good for ball bearings then.
Nope, not really.
Okay.
And then give me that perception check.
Perception. that
But
is-
perfect for astro caltrops.
Are you gonna leave some astral caltrops behind?
Yes, I will leave as a
Parting gift.
parting gift.
13.
Yeah.
And I'm
13.
going to add. That's a 3, so that's 16.
Yeah. So Bolt sprinkles some astral caltrops.
Yep.
They hit the ground once and then activate and start floating up in the air.
Don't they go like kind of invisible?
Yeah, they do. They do kind of fade from view as well. And you're running down. You're probably about 10 minutes running down when you hear a boom as one of the caltrops triggers, and then followed by a couple other pops as the other one triggers.
The slave
triggers
one
as well.
mine sound from
Yep.
from episode 2.
Where's it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to do a maybe we should get out of here on this cavern that you're in. And yeah, so you hear like there kind of dust rumbles around you, falls around a little bit. People kind of
Do I recognize that as the caltrop?
yes, yep.
Well, there was my trap. So
Hopefully it wasn't someone else trying to escape.
The other prisoners. The leader
The
of
commander's
the the leader of the actual revolution is now dead.
Or the Lord. I hope he wasn't following us. That might make
Well,
him
I guess
really
that
mad.
means that Fred is now the leader of the revolution.
Yes.
Before
This seems
I
like
free
a very small operation.
before I free
that
you
guys are
all,
running.
I have a job for you back in Aneria.
So Victor,
I'll ask you after, just this once.
Victor is sneaking ahead. You left the astral caltrops. Fred, is there anything that you would like to do?
Fred is still kind of,
Recovering?
yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't have her usual bravado.
I think ajar is a good word for it.
Okay.
Yes.
Victor, you come around the corner and you do see the exit to the cavern.
Okay.
It looks like it leads out to not a beach front because we're not in a riverish area,
Some
but
beach somewhere.
it actually looks like it leads out into.
Yeah, because we're kind of like on the border of. We're nearby the Silent Peaks.
Yeah. So it leads out and it kind of starts smoothing out into another basement, is what it looks like. That has a single staircase leading up that presumably leads you out either in another building in the palace or outside the palace itself.
So if I can catch their attention, I want to kind of do the.
There is one more thing that you see,
Hold.
though, before you say that. You do see an older dragonborn woman standing there. Her eyes are facing towards the cavern.
Is this the one that talked to you? The old one?
Her name is it?
Yes, you do recognize
yes,
her as
Thava.
Thava. Yep. And she is just standing there with like her cane in her hand, just watching the cavern itself. Your stealth check, like she doesn't seem to notice you, so you can lead or go back and tell everybody to hold.
If they're far enough back, then I'll kind of step out. Thava, are you okay?
Victor, right?
Oh yes.
You told us all to stop, right?
Yes.
No, that was a different person. It depends. Are you mad at me? Do you want something from me?
I'm not surprised to see that you're still alive. I'm assuming the rest are with you as well.
Can I see perception to see if she's got like a malevolent twinkle in her eye?
Give me that insight.
That's a crappy insight. 5 plus insight. 15. I actually get an insight.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she is asking to be like, who should I kill first?
Okay.
Because you know old ladies that are like that, considering who your patron is. But it looks like she's more just curious.
Yes, I would not dream of leaving my companions too far behind.
Right.
In fact, we have the body of fun. Oh, we burned it. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So you guys can start approaching at this point, unless
Yeah.
Victor waves you off.
But I mean, if I'm not getting a vibe of like, I'm here to kill you, I'm gonna be a little suspicious of her, but I don't see her as a threat.
I will tell
right now
anyone
just-
that's following us and say, hang back for a minute.
Right now, it just appears like she is blocking the path.
Okay.
Like she wouldn't let you by yet.
And it sounds like they're coming here, Thava. I'll make sure my voice carries down the hall.
She tea.
Maybe.
Not like the drink.
From the letter, yeah.
Yes.
Spill that
Perhaps.
tea.
Spill the tea. Oh.
We're gonna spill that tea.
Yeah, so we'll approach and step up next to Victor.
I see. I'm glad that you made it out.
Me too.
Are you being funny?
Didn't she talk to you? And she was kind of like
She said
she,
that
she gave you the
has a
advice about
darkness.
yeah, but she didn't seem. And I obviously I wasn't there, but this is just from the thing.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't seem like she was much on the Sultana's side. Just more of like, well,
She
She
said
was
that
on-
the Sultana has helped her.
How many did you save?
Most of the room that we were in, and why are you more? Lots.
What do you mean? How many?
Which
What are we
side?
talking about?
How many of the potential nobles that would have died did you save?
I don't think any of them got killed, did
We
they?
didn't kill him.
I think one or two might have. One or two minor ones.
I think most of the ones that went out that main entrance got out.
Because we
Yeah.
pulled the dragon's head away.
And the one that went out the west,
The dryads died.
yeah.
One did, but the other one survived.
And then...
Acorn phone.
Acorn phone. It's in my inventory. Hello.
Yeah, when you talk, your voice is a squirrel on the other
It's
side.
like the hamburger phone from the 90s. Like
We can make
acorn.
this. But I would say we saved all of the important ones.
I see.
Everyone we could. I mean, the white dragon is no small
Yes.
feat to
It is
Most
not.
of the nobles got away.
It is not a small feat. Dragons are formidable. There's a reason why they rule most of the nations around here.
Well, perhaps you should look into changing that, seeing as how 3 of us took one down.
Haatana has never been ruled by dragons before. And I'd prefer if it did not get ruled by dragons at all, if you catch my meaning.
Yes, of course.
Well,
I'm-
Lord Jarl seems to think that he is going to become a ruler sooner rather than later, based on what little he has told us.
You spoke with your Yordlal.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, do you know his first name?
He isn't who you think he is.
What does that mean?
He's a white dragon. He was the master of the one that tried to kill us.
He's more than a white dragon. He is the most vicious, conniving white dragon in history.
You tried to kill him. Wow.
And what
Tried
is that
to
dragon's
work.
name?
Tasmotal.
Tasmotal.
Which also begins with a T, I might add.
Well, give me a history check. You've been reading up on Arconus.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. 25.
Tasmotal is, after the shattering of Aneria, he was the oldest white dragon. He was he was on the cusp of becoming an ancient, but he was still an adult. He helped establish the triad that basically rules over the white dragons, but eventually put himself into a place of power with a couple other puppets and declared himself tyrant ruler, basically. Emperor. And on the same night that he declared himself emperor, he began a campaign of expansion into the lands of the Alloy Alliance.
Hence that spike that goes down
So they're
towards Haatana.
yes. The Tasmatal's tail, I believe, is that one, or it's his dagger. They all have names such as that, where he basically led an incursion campaign. Unfortunately, he was repelled. Unfortunately for him, he was repelled by the Alloy Alliance pretty much at every turn, which is why he was no longer around. And eventually, the other white dragons banded together and deposed him. And he was supposed to either be dead or in exile. That was the last that anybody had heard of him. And it seems like the latter might be the truth.
For the Empire.
He's clearly not dead
I cannot allow
yet.
Tasmatal to get a hold on Haatana.
I just want to warn you. He has some pretty crazy magic. You might want to be careful.
I can attest.
I don't think that confronting him directly is a good idea.
Okay, so what do you think? If you could create a plan, considering you have behind the scenes information, what plan would you put together for us?
I know that he's not working alone.
No, obviously.
There
He's working
are-
with
So
what's her bucket?
I'm talking about more than just that.
Who?
He appears to be working with a group of fanatics and some other dragon nations around here to try and bring about something much bigger than petty nations.
Do they go by a name?
No. Well, maybe. I'm not sure.
What do you think it is?
All I've seen is people speaking of serpents.
That's the name of the group. The Serpents.
I've heard them talk about serpents.
Blood flame serpents?
Perhaps that sounds a
Probably.
bit more familiar.
We've had some dealings with them.
I see. Well,
In fact, they killed us. Well, 2 of us.
I can't die,
You could
so
say we
not
have
me.
bad blood.
you should really re-examine that just to make sure.
We lost our good friend to them, actually.
Well,
I was
it sounds like you have
Placed
a
in a new
personal
body,
stake in
but-
this as well.
We kept his old body, though. It's in the freezer.
There's a lot of information passing through.
we just info dump on every NPC we come across. Here's our backstory. By the way, here's the playlist to our entire
Yeah.
story.
Yep.
Please watch it on Manatube.
I know that they are congregating somewhere. I don't know. where.
Name's Nook.
I have no clue.
Were you
That
part
sounds-
of... Were you privy to what happened to Aphira?
No, I was just as shocked as everyone else.
And what did happen?
Her caravan got attacked.
By
We-
white dragons?
We thought it was barbarians.
Sounds like it might be the Blood Flame Serpents, led by maybe Tasmatal. Maybe he's in league with them.
That's true.
If they are in Knave's Nook, that would be where I would suggest going.
So
What's
let's
next on our list?
be clear. You're against this alliance. Isn't that treason?
My Sultana is making a mistake.
Okay.
I owe her my life, and I would never dream of going against her true wishes.
Would you write
Just as she...
Well,
incriminating letters for her?
No.
To her? On behalf of her?
No. She did ask me to guard this exit for any would-be passers-by, but I'm afraid it was a very quiet night for me.
It was indeed. Well, we appreciate you for letting us pass through.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, of course not. By the way, thanks for the tip on reaching out via seance.
You did it already? You did it in the palace?
yes, they did.
I am going to have to cleanse some rooms, it
It was
appears.
very scary. Right.
Especially Victor's, but not for the seance.
I mean, it was, I wouldn't say it was scary. I wasn't afraid. I was just paralyzed.
That's why he's wearing these new clothes.
The brown pants, yes. well,
Wait, better
Tava,
get going before
Tava.
anyone catches up. Or the real chasers.
Yeah,
There were, but it sounded like Bolt took care of them.
yes.
Nice work.
Thank you.
And she steps to the side and she says, "Good luck."
I don't know what you're talking about. We
Thank
did
you,
not pass
and
by.
don't take this the wrong way, but I hope to never see you again.
Likewise.
And so I'm going to motion to the prisoners. I'm going to get them out of there too. They're
Okay. She gives them a kind of a curious glance.
a quiet night.
A very quiet night.
A silent night.
A holy night.
All was gone.
Oh, come. It's not very bright here, though. It doesn't work. Okay, and then we will.
I'm not too
Keep going.
bright.
Okay. So you head up the stairs. You come out into this small little. It's just like a storage shed.
Virgin.
This is the broom closet, right?
Yeah. John,
And-
John wouldn't like this one as much.
I think. Right? I mean, I am.
And you open up the door, and you are
very
in the
surprised
gardens.
by it.
Actually,
There's a whole side conversation going on
all
there.
these things.
Sorry. We're continuing on with the Silent Night song, and I said, we're the virgins.
Round young virgins.
Yeah.
She says, right?
I'm just making sure.
Yes, you are in the gardens, palace gardens. The sky overhead is dark and
It's
full
like
of
nighttime.
well, as in like nighttime, and there are clouds hanging overhead, and there's the roil of thunder that can be heard.
Liam.
And sure enough, almost as if on cue, a few birds break through the cloud cover, followed by an airship, and on their tail is a wing of wyverns that are kind of.
How high up are they?
At this point, I'd probably say they're about 120 feet up. even though the cloud cover technically would be higher than that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Victor, can you get me closer?
You'll probably have to take Brisinger because it's.
How far up are they?
I will
go
not
slow if
hesitate.
we're both
I will
on there.
grab Brisinger
Okay.
and hop on it and take off.
Okay.
I'm going to fly towards him. And I want to...
If 500 pounds and under, it's 50 feet, I think, of move speed. Otherwise, it's 30.
You might also have something else that can get you up there as well. You should re-examine your inventory just to be sure.
Which one are we talking about? I know I can throw my daggers at things and switch places. Center height, quick displacement. Moonfang, Blackthorn, Finish. Goblet of Mass Sending, Clother, Croquois. Quick displacement's on, good luck.
So, back up just a sec.
Sure.
The Helm of Teleportation.
Yes.
It's an action to use a teleport
Mhm.
spell.
Are you currently attuned to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have enough attunement slots because I got an extra one.
Oh, when you leveled. Nice.
Yeah. We'll see. It is an action. Yes, one action. Now, would the ship be something I am
Intimately familiar with?
very
Yes.
familiar with?
You literally built it.
Okay.
Or at least half of it. You rebuilt it.
How far up is it? Sorry.
Associated.
I said 120 feet, just because that sounded like a good number at the time. Cloud cover technically would be way higher than 120 feet, but for cinematic sake, 120 feet seems.
I'm actually going to reach in my bag of holding and summon a wrench from my workbench on the ship.
Okay.
Not like teleport it to me, but like
Yeah.
it's a wrench that I had in my hand when something happened and I tossed it in my bag instead. So it's an associated object for the ship.
Yeah.
And get to the ship, and I'm going to teleport.
Okay. You're just gonna teleport yourself.
Yep, I'm just going to teleport up onto the deck of the ship.
Okay. Perfect.
And it says I don't need, with an associated object, I'm on target, even with a negative, even with a 1. So
So yeah, you appear right next to the helm, and John is kind of like flying it, and you can see his hair is all like swept back and blowing. He goes,
Swept.
"Oh hey!"
I'm going to appear calmly and just say,
There.
try to keep it steady, and I'm going to walk towards the back of the ship.
Okay.
Because I want to line up a lightning bolt shot
Nice. Okay.
on the wyvern behind
Okay.
us.
So while you are lining that up, what are you two doing?
Should we leave the people here? Listen, you guys are good, right?
They're already gone.
All right, let's go.
They all scattered as soon as they...
Yeah. As soon as they
Singer.
got out, they started scattering. So.
Hop in.
Did you find out what he was talking about?
Double time it. I don't have anything. I have a pair of golden rings, but we never.
5 golden rings?
The fact that I have given you
Here's what I have.
an ebony statue that summons a nightmare, and you do not have it listed in your inventory, is an epitome of Victor.
That's such a cool thing, such a cool visual, too.
You know what it is? He's got it in his room. It's like a little figurine that he has sitting on the
Yes.
on a shelf somewhere.
It's one of his little baubles he likes to collect.
Nightmares can fly?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Nightmares
didn't
can
know
fly.
they could fly.
Oh yeah. I believe they can. Grab that dog.
I mean, I have an acorn phone.
They literally have a fly speed of 90 feet.
They're faster than
They're faster than the broom.
You know, there might be a faster way to do this. But I forgot it on the ship. Let's go.
Alright.
Which is why, like, I was going to, if you remember back when, like, you were becoming the Red Dawn, or the Red Sun,
It has been.
Whatever you are. Something red.
I was sitting, or I was in the shower thinking about, like, okay, he's got the nightmare, that could be his mount, that'll be really cool. And then I just started busting up laughing, and my wife goes, why are you laughing so hard? I'm like, he's gonna pick the broom.
That's true.
I've given him such a cool mount and he's gonna pick his broom.
It's like his MO. He's got to do something like dopey.
Yeah. So you two hop on Brisinger and start flying up there. I'll say that it'll take like probably about 2 rounds to kind of catch up. You guys are making a beeline for it, and the ship is kind of like weaving back
Dashing
and forth. So
through,
yeah.
yep.
So the first round, you'll probably be within, we'll say about 70 feet.
If I use my speed runes, does that affect the broom? Or so Long Strider increases your move speed by 10, or like the Zephyr Strike doubles my move speed.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think the broom is what has the move speed. I don't think it's you. Yeah.
So you can use that and then make the broom faster.
No, I don't believe so. Because it doesn't say your speed becomes 50. I think it says that the broom has a fly speed of 50 feet.
Right.
So, and I don't think it's sentient enough quite yet to cast something like Long Strider on. And go ahead and
so
roll that.
So I'll
damage.
as I'm walking back to the deck, like the back of. Remember the cyclotrons on the back of the Ghostbusters that spin?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that on the back of my armor, and then you see it pulse up towards the shoulders, and the little
Jacob's ladders.
little
Tesla coils.
Tesla coil things pop out and charge up, and I'm going to try to
Okay. What is the DC on that?
Yeah, you guys just see a lightning bolt
Bet it was Liam.
Accidental discharge.
You know what? Take my last epic die, because that was great.
What did you say?
So each creature in line must make a dex save.
I'll say that you can hit out of the 4 of them. You can hit 2 reliably. And what is that dex save?
16.
Okay, the wyverns do not make those saves. And let me double check the extra riders. One of the riders will make it save, but the other one will not.
It's 27 total damage, and so half on a save.
Okay, let me just double check here.
That's my last 3rd level spell slot. No. It's okay, I only had 2.
Yeah, it lances through 2 of the wyverns and the riders, and you see them all kind of slow down a little bit. They're not going to be harrowing the ship. And then you do.
That was half of the was to make them go, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. You know?
They do definitely break away, and then you see Liam and the Thunderbirds fly overhead, chasing after them and kind of splitting off into a dogfight. So you are within 70 feet of the ship and the battle at this point. Is there anything that you two would like to do, or are we just waiting and racing?
I mean, seems like they've got it handled up there a little bit.
All right, I'll drive faster.
Okay.
Bolt, is there anything else that you want to do as you kind of see?
Not unless I can take another action.
Yeah, we'll basically say it's another turn.
Yeah, I'll cast Fog Cloud and create behind the ship, a big area of fog.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I guess I could shoot an Eldritch Blast at someone.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me the attack rolls for that. Are you aiming for a wyvern or a rider?
Probably a rider.
Right where they meet.
Which one are you taking aim at? I'll chase him.
Right where they meet, and whatever
I don't
happens,
know.
happens.
What do you think? Yeah, right?
If it's odds, it's the wyvern. If it's evens, it's the rider.
That's 17 for the first one. Do I roll it for every single one?
Yeah, it'll be you roll an attack roll for every single one.
And then another 17?
Okay.
And then a natural 20.
Oh, nice. So are you targeting a rider or are you targeting a wyvern?
Rider.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me damage. All 3 of those hit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Actually, roll me a d4 first. I want to see which one you hit.
Oh, okay. A 4.
Yeah, you actually are going to hit the one that recently got lightning bolted. And
Lightning mead.
Yep. The 3 blasts of energy slam into it and just knock it off, and you see it tumbling, the rider tumbling down and slamming into the ground.
7 plus 6 is...
Oh, you're good. He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna make... I thought you were gonna make your own.
Nope.
So the reason I think is because I have it written in writing books right now.
Row.
So that's why I was like,
I got one.
well, good shot. Let's get another one.
You hear the flapping of wings behind you, and you look back and you see Liam is like ducking down underneath, and he looks up at you and he goes, and just gives you a big thumbs up as he flies underneath.
Thank you.
Do we get like static too nearby shock?
Yes, 1 point of lightning damage. No, you're good. Yeah, and then you guys are able to land back up on the ship. The fog cloud has kind of dispersed and caused a little bit of confusion for the wyverns, and you've allowed yourself some distance.
Yeah, it was. I cast it like on a point and had it expand, and it was just kind of like to heavily obscure the ship.
Yeah, you definitely allowed a little bit of extra leeway between the ship and everything. So Victor and Fred. Sorry, we've talked about Eve a lot tonight.
Maybe she put the rest in peace.
Mhm.
No, she's still alive.
Alive and well. Land on the deck, and John says, "What are we doing?"
Oh, right. Here, let me take Mel.
And he just lets go.
I'll grab it.
Okay.
I'm gonna take us towards the Silent Peaks.
I need to get some stuff.
Well,
My room.
do we need to pick up people?
We need to
Uncle
go get
Top?
Pavel.
On the top of the.
Building?
You're right. Yep, I'm gonna steer us towards the
Okay.
palace. Look and see if there's anyone that open windows or a balcony or anything like that.
Okay. So you guys start heading towards the palace. There is
Use
still
your spyglass.
Fine.
Welcome to the circle.
there is still a dogfight basically happening around you between wyverns and thunderbirds. Actually, one of them is going to land on the deck, and it's one of the female barbarians. I can't remember their
I
names.
know what that means. Hold, please.
Hold
Who's
on.
gonna get it first?
Her name is
I have the right
Hold.
book for that one.
Hang
Or
on, hang on,
super
hang
back.
on. I'm gonna get it for you.
Fred, learning saddle stuff.
It'll be Yana.
Thunderbirds.
Yana Bluefeather.
Oh, Yana
females.
Bluefeather and
Females.
Purr the Lightning Rod.
Yep. So Yana's going to land on the deck. Her bird is going to take off again, and she's going to say, "What are you doing? We need to get out of here."
We made a promise.
Oh, we're rescuing people.
Yes.
Okay. And she's just gonna stand on like the deck and like she just waits until the Thunderbird comes back and she goes, "I'll tell the others," and then just dives off with it. And
So cool. Can't wait to have one.
That was pretty cool.
yeah, so you come across the throne room basically. Remember, there's that big balcony that
Yeah, we do like an
leads into the
epic
throne room.
sweeping shot of us like.
And you do see, well, actually, you don't see anybody there. There wouldn't be anybody on the throne room. The commander and them wouldn't have gotten to the throne room at this point. So one of you will have to head inside.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna go in with the broom.
I'll Zephyr.
Okay.
Strike. Slash.
I'll go with him.
We'll keep circling.
I'll go with.
Okay.
He can't be trusted.
Yeah. So the two of you hop off on Brazinger again.
Not wrong.
Bolt has to pretty quickly break away as one of the wyverns comes down and tries to like rip a good chunk off of the.
Don't touch my ship.
Yeah.
Get off my plane.
Perfect. John like is over there with a broom, like smacking the wyvern as it's trying to bite things and keeping it occupied.
Oh, he's like full on. He's gone like full on monk mode. He's like, yeah, and the wyvern just.
It's full on stunning strikes the wyvern. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's learning fast. Yeah, so the two of you head inside. You rush through the curtains into the throne room. There's nobody in the throne room here.
Pavel! I'll call out.
You have to break through the next set of doors,
You hear salivated.
and you do see a group of panicked nobles standing there. Pavel isn't with them because he ran off.
The commander. Is the commander there?
The commander is
If you
there.
need a way out, help is this way. Come.
There's an exit that way?
No, but there is a airship. We can take you out.
Right. Everyone, let's move.
Orderly, please.
And you do see basically pretty much every surviving nobleman is there except for Razorwind. She's gone off on her own. And probably most of the Haatana specific nobles, most of the minor ones. So in reality, it's the commander, what was the other one's names? Arjun is there.
Arjun Azari, Arizair. Dragonborn copper,
Yes.
mature male.
Yep. He's the him and his kobolds, which his kobolds look very beaten up. They're half bloody and they look like they're ready to collapse, but they're still following their lord around. And then the other one is a black scaled dragonborn woman, and she's just on her own, and she's just kind of like scurrying along after him.
We never met her.
No, you guys never met her
Okay.
specifically.
Scurrying like on the walls.
Quite creepy.
She's got spider climb.
And then there's actually one other figure running along with them, and it is a small kobold carrying what appears to be like a large metal orb of some kind. It takes you a moment to recognize this is Ket, the little kobold maid that came and fetched you for the tailoring session.
Good.
Yeah.
Ket, leave the palantir behind.
I can't. If that's okay.
Okay.
What
Sure.
is it? Is it a bomb?
And she holds it up, and you see like it kind of shift, and then an eye come around and
Is
look
it
towards
the
you.
tailor?
It is the tailor.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you should bring him.
Tilkesh.
I still am opposing to being removed from my home.
Don't
And
worry,
Ket
we'll-
goes, don't worry, he's fine.
I think we might have a backup lantern or something you can sleep in.
So Ket comes along with you. You all step up onto the balcony as you're coming around for another pass.
Yeah, if I see them coming out, I'll
Shove it in his chest.
I'll come in and stop.
Okay.
Next
And
to
the
bed.
wyverns they start diving, but the thunderbirds come in and
John will throw the gangplank over. And
yep, and start ushering everybody aboard. Okay, perfect.
Listen, before we go off, I want you guys to fly a little bit low, and I want to jump off the building onto top. Please, just this once.
All right.
So Victor jumps off. A wyvern catches him.
No!
Oh, Victor, I hardly knew ye.
Yeah, so you guys managed to break away from the palace. We're going to say that everything seems to go pretty swimmingly.
I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Pray.
And
I will tell everyone that got aboard, we're heading towards the Sylian Peaks. We can stop before we get there, but
please do. None of us want to go to the Sylian Peaks. That sounds terrible.
well, as soon as we can get away from these wyverns.
Of course. Make it snappy, would you?
You probably don't want us to leave you down there because it seems like there's a
Fred,
revolution.
kick him
going on.
off the ship.
Sorry, Bolt says you have to go.
What's it?
You can't be.
Do you know who I am?
I don't care who you are. This is my ship, and
Do
I'm
you
the
know
captain.
who I am?
Yes, I'm aware.
Dragon Slayer. Dragon's Bane. What do we name me?
What do we name me?
All in character.
What did we decide my name was?
Dragon's Bane.
Yes, Fred Dragonsbane. That's right.
My apologies. I've had a rather stressful night.
Sit down and shut up.
Yes, and he sits down right on the deck. This is Arjun that's speaking.
This is this guy, right?
Yes, the
Oh,
very prim and proper.
Arjun,
His kobolds like circle around him, and they're like yeah.
You're very important.
It's all right. We know who you are.
Yes. You can go down to the slave quarters if you'd like.
You, what? You have slaves?
Nothing.
Make him go sweep up Thunderbird dung.
Yes.
Nice.
let's see
Just
how
leave
that's
him.
going
Just
on.
leave him sitting there.
So yeah, the Thunderbird seems to have successfully driven off the wyverns at this point, and they come landing back down on the deck. And there's a couple like murmurs and gasps from the nobles because they are
They all do the back up, like oh
yeah, because these are Svaltlandians, you know, and basically it's like, wait, were these really assassins here to kill us? And
It won't hurt you if you don't attack them.
And Liam steps off and he kind of shakes himself out, and you can see like sparks and a little bit of water. Well, that was a lot of fun. What No, you go ahead.
No, you.
She pulls out. I got one.
That is incredible.
This is for you.
I mean, you shouldn't give away your first trophy.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Good thing we got a second one.
I mean, you have to do something with it. You have to make it into your banner or or a piece of armor or weapon or something. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
I mean, I
Great
know
job.
Some people feed
killed
bones to dogs and stuff, you know.
I'm not feeding this to a dog. Idiot.
And as the greatest treasure flies away into the distance, the storm stops
Greatest treasure.
roiling a little bit.
Wherever we get far enough away from the wyverns, like outside the city, they stop chasing us. I'll set down like on a well-traveled road,
Yeah.
you know, and they can unload.
I don't really think you're an idiot.
We forgot Kes. If we are on the greatest treasure.
Oh, right. We're not.
Oh,
on
not the greatest treasure.
The Wayward Wanderer.
The Wayward Wanderer. Sorry, I've been going through season
started
1 a lot. I've been going through season 1 a
Because we
lot.
mentioned kobolds on the ship.
Yep.
None of us
I got to admit,
even-
the greatest treasure couldn't do what we just did.
Yeah.
Somewhere back in Aneria.
Did you catch that before we did? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Skull and crossbones if you caught that before we but yeah, so you guys let everybody off, and I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session. You have successfully escaped from Natomi Palace and from Haatana. You have a goal in sight and a location for Aphira.
We jumped off Natomi Palace.
Yes, you did jump off Natomi Palace.
Die
That
Hard.
is
Die Hard style.
in all of the retellings that the bards will say, it'll be that Victor didn't quite make it in time because he was saving like 2 extra kobold children or something like that.
Yeah.
And he sent the broom ahead with them, and he had to leap off.
Dove off.
Yep.
And somehow landed in a pile of hay unscathed.
On the ship, though.
Yes. Yes.
It was amazing.
But I think next time we will find out what lies in the Silent Peaks, and more specifically, what the heck is going on in Knave's Nook, because apparently it seems to be a hot spot.
Yeah.
Those nooks, man.
Tasmodol.
They're probably full of crannies.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Join our Patreon if you are interested in that kind of stuff. Bring up a foot because we need to do a Syrinscape plug as well for bringing us wonderful sound effects.
Oh.
I don't know
Who
if I
said
want
that
you
word?
to join Patreon. I think I'm kind of embarrassed myself on there.
Now you need to.
Yeah,
You want to see
find out
Torrey
what that
embarrass
is.
yourself.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
It was
really
super
fun.
fun.
Yes. But thank you, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.